Right now, and today marks the day Auschwitz concentration camp was liberated at the end of World War II. That was 77 years ago.
Well, we know it is Holocaust Remembrance Day, and on your side's Leah Shields has a story you will not forget.
Well, it's important to know that hate crimes against Jewish people continue around the world, and here in the U.S., they're actually on the rise. So lessons from the Holocaust are still very relevant today. Stand up and fight for people who need a voice, your voice. And Richard Stern embodied that. It's a heavy burden to remember. These pages carry the weight.
Richard Stern was my great uncle. He was a hero for the German army in World War I. He was a protester against the Nazis, and then he was a hero for the American army in World War II.
Retired Rabbi Jack Romberg is preserving the life of Richard Stern, a German Jewish soldier.
And he was on the front line, especially in a series of battles from February of 1918 almost until the end of the war.
His bravery earned an Iron Cross in World War I. Then his country turned on him.
So it was in early 1933s that the Nazis actually took over the government, and they decided to do things against the Jewish people because they hated the Jewish people, and they were going to do things to suppress them.
It began with a boycott of Jewish businesses like Stern's. In this photo, Stern, a veteran, stood next to the Nazi in protest, wearing his medal.
Not afraid to do this. He was standing up for the rights of the Jewish people.
Years later, he fled to America for safety. World War II broke out later that year. Stern had a fight left in him. Not even a citizen, he joined the U.S. Army in 1942.
Uncle Richard's company was surrounded by German machine gunners, and he stood up in the line of fire and he talked to them about stopping the shooting, and that if they didn't surrender to the Americans, they would all be killed.
He spoke the same language as the Nazis, and they surrendered. Stern received the third highest medal from the U.S. Army.
What Uncle Richard's story teaches us is that you should not be thinking of yourself. You have to be thinking about other people.
His story is history, cataloged and remembered. And Romberg documented this story in his book, A Doorway to Heroism. Stern also found out several years after the war that his brother and their family were killed in Auschwitz concentration camp. Leah Shields, First Coast News, on your side.